So I pretty much had the shortest relationship of all time. Asked this girl out before lunch, and she said yes, so I'm all excited, right? And then 30 minutes later, right after lunch, she told my friend that we were over. I didn't even do anything wrong. It just always happens like that. I don't understand. But you know, that set me off on a bad path, so I'm kind of used to it now, so I'm all right.
The qualities I look for in a wife are going to be she can talk, breathe, walk. Oh, and most important, she's got to look like Bobby Bowden.
So when I was young and stupid, when Tom and I first knew each other, I expected him to know what I wanted without my saying it, which was really kind of dumb. Because he doesn't know how to read minds, and neither do I. So my recommendation is, in relationships, it's really important to say what you need. Like if you need someone to apologize, or if that person hurt your feelings, you got to tell them that nicely, and then have that conversation. It'll really.
What I look for in a wife is she has to be a George fan, and she has to love baseball.
I look for a guy that's tall, knows how to cook, sings, is Christian, is my number one thing, and that makes me laugh.
What I look for in a guy is respect. If there's no respect, then it's not happening. Because respect is a big thing. You gotta respect God, you gotta respect my parents, and you gotta respect me. Because if you can't respect me, then it's not gonna work.
So what I look for in a guy is someone who respects me, someone who's funny and will be serious at times and funny at others. Just someone who could be like my best friend when I'm feeling just horrible, and he doesn't make fun of me all the time.
Somebody who drives a Kia. So did you and Josh know each other in high school or date in high school?
No, we didn't. We didn't know each other in high school. We lived in totally different places. And actually, we met in college working at a bowling alley. Of all places, it was awesome. I trained him on his first day. But we dated for a while and actually broke up when I graduated from UF. It was awful to me. So, you know, anyway, it worked out in the end. We came back around and we got back together. It was good, obviously.
Since my wife just got done talking about what a jerk I was, I'll say how it actually started, which was she actually trained me on my first day when we were working at the Rice Union game room at UF in a bowling alley. And she actually fell for a total dork. Somehow I would come out of an engineering classroom and I picked her up by explaining to her what shearing stress was using paper clips. And I actually created a monster in that, because every time I would come in, when our shift would start, I would notice that she was playing with paper clips. So she has a dorky side to her as well. But for the most part, she was right. I was not the nicest guy in the world when we first got together, and kind of had to come back and apologize for all the things that I've done. But she's a dork too.
She's smart, nice, funny.
Relationships are fun. Sometimes, like when you're first getting to know somebody, like my wife Jess, we've been here 27 years now. When we first got together, I didn't understand there's something you don't say to a woman. And we were having a discussion anyway, there was another person in the car. So she was trying to tell me something, and I was trying to get a point across, so I said, hush, will you just hush for a minute? And she didn't say a word, she just turned back and faced away from the car. She waited until the other person got out of the car, and then she turned around and started wailing on me. So never tell me shit.
High school kids and middle school kids decide to be boyfriend and girlfriend. They don't understand the concept of boyfriend and girlfriend. Their concept is what the world is, sex. And it shouldn't be that, because they're not ready mentally, physically, and emotionally for sex. And I can say they were going to the movies or something like that, spending time with each other, family, but it's when you cross that line that they shouldn't do.
Stop playing, man. I'm about to get this blood work done. Never done it before. I'm freaking out because of needles. Go ahead, boo. Go ahead, do it.
Oh. Holy crap. I can't believe it. Holy, he's out.
Pour some water.
He's out.
You don't have so many cookies in the cookie jar. And if you give out all your cookies, you won't have any cookies for yourself. You only get a dozen. So if you give out the whole dozen, what you gonna have when you get old?
My advice would be to spend more time in groups, especially in high school and beginning of college, because a lot of people get very serious very quickly, and you lose out on a
cookies, you won't have any cookies for yourself. You only get a dozen. So if you give out the whole dozen, what you gonna have when you get old? Can I buy more?